Today in the shop we have a Traxxas 4-Tec 2.0 with a Mustang body, fully assembled, ready to race, almost. It's missing a battery charger, but other than that, fully assembled, body painted, cut, ready to go. So let's tear into this. There's two seals. Other than that, not much. So there's a controller. Get into that. Put the rest of these boxes. Kind of the form factor it comes in, and of course bag with manuals and some option parts, some tools. So get into that. Car. Cable ties holding it in. Those. Carefully flip over. And now we have a car. Standard Traxxas TQ pistol grip controller. Normal throw, foam wheel. Pretty tight. Not a lot of slop in there, which is good. I'll set that off to the side for now, and we'll dig into the car. So it's held on. It's got a plastic bag around it. It's held on by these clips. Take that off. And that's just actually the body bag. So, actually, this is pretty detailed Lexan body, two-piece, so it actually bolts on with these bolts on either side, and that's the back bumper piece, and that gets allows a lot more detail, especially when you're molding these Lexan bodies for undercuts and stuff. And front's pretty detailed as well. It's got nice classic Mustang styling. Set that, and then dig into the actual car. Take care of those. And yeah, pretty normal touring car layout. Shaft driven, four-wheel drive, front and rear differentials. On that. Decent amount of shock travel and standard rubber tires. Traxxas branded. Some nice 5-spoke, kind of a darker gunmetal finish and some chrome. And the glue job is could be better. Let's see if you can see the kind of the glue overrun on the tire, but kind of expected. Here's the little easy setup tips for the speed control. Antenna taped to the motor, kind of keep it down, and obviously wouldn't fit into the box otherwise, as I knock the box over in the background. So where's the... All right, so there's the little mounting for the antenna. So we'll get into that. But yeah, so there's the car. Standard Traxxas connector for the battery. Pretty big battery tray. Might fit a 7-cell in there, no problem. Obviously not the hump pack with the battery bar as it is. Waterproof case for the receiver. Obviously waterproof, standard Traxxas waterproof electronics and servo and all that. So we'll get into that a little more. Open this bag up, see what we have inside here. So it came with body clips already, holding the body on in the box. Looks like we got 6 spares or so also included. Spare body mounts, which look like direct replacements, front and rear. Shock collar, and it looked like shock pistons. I'll have to see what they're. Gearing, or a spare pinion gear for different speed run kind of stuff. There's the tools and more shock collars. And have our tools handy. Still have our body clips. And let's dig in a little more and see what we can figure out. So, right off the bat, use the larger included L Allen key to open up this receiver box. Get a better look inside there. This is the first Traxxas that I've personally gotten my hands on first. So, new experience for me. Usually do more race kits and kind of cars, so be a good learning experience to learn right along with you guys. So there's the receiver case. Little foam piece to help seal it right where the wires all come in. Little waterproof gasket, keep it sealed up. The receiver is really the only thing you can't make waterproof. So that's why it's got its own box. Standard TQ 4-channel? 3-channel with a duplicate channel 1. So 3-channel receiver. Standard in the Traxxas lineup. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I guess I should have paid attention if these were all the same. Make a little assumption there. Now to put the antenna, I'm going to run the little wire, run the antenna wire under, just set this, I guess we got to loosen that set screw out first. The antenna is kind of a part you can get away with, kind of tucking up under the body if you're going for a more scale look, but we're going to be doing some comparisons with this, so we want to give it the most range capability. Plus, it looks like a classic RC car with the antenna sticking straight out the top. Do that, now it's nice and tight, and you'll notice that there's an antenna hole in the body already, so not gonna fool too many people with that. So that was the receiver. Servo wise, Traxxas 20-75. I don't know if you can see that, but waterproof servos pretty much in all their 10th scale models. The XL5 speed control, Titan 12T 550 can. A little bit bigger than your standard 10th scale motor in terms of form factor, but standard in the ready to runs. So four-way, all four corners, independent suspension, and drive shafts, front and rear differentials, as I mentioned earlier. And let's dig into looking at one of these hubs, because they are pretty cool. There's actually a little molded brake disc and brake caliper to help with the scale look. You can see those the brake discs actually spin. The calipers are just bolted on to the axle and the hub. So it's pretty good. Steering is very hard to turn. It's that'll be one thing we'll check out. But yeah, we'll get this on the track and do some running, and we'll see how it goes. And now we're gonna unbox the Tamiya TT-02 Mustang GT4 kit. Oh, there goes servo. Along with the radio we're pairing with it, the Spectrum SLT3, and servo not included in the kit, so EcoPower 110S high-speed steering servo that is waterproof, which then matches the Traxxas 4-Tec. So let's go ahead and open this. Comes wrapped in a cellophane package. Nice graphics on the box. It goes over what it is, shows a nice little model of the car. And this one is the American version, I guess, which includes the Hobby Wing brushed ESC. So go ahead and open this up. And start looking at the bags. So there's a chassis. I believe those are going to be parts. Yeah, it's like a spoiler, so parts for the car, the body. Here's a speed control with some servo tape already in there. Connectors pre-installed. Some terminal lugs and a Tamiya or a Molex connector, I believe they're also called. Here's the body. Clear, obviously, unpainted. So GT4, some great styling on the louvers on the front, and some detail on the back, if you can see that. There's the front, classic Mustang styling as well, and the wheels are already kind of trimmed out, so don't have to worry about that, which is a big thing on the touring cars. Getting those marked and trimmed right, or that's can be difficult sometimes. So there's the body. You have to go through and paint that. Here is maybe inserts or replacement rear tail lights and front headlights. Nice little feature to have in case you rip them out. wheels. They're plastic, normal RC wheels. Tires. Heavy bag here. It's got the motor, some springs, which means it's probably got more of the shocks, and some hardware, it looks like. Some model pieces, so these look like the hubs. They're kind of faux brake calipers. Some gearboxes, some shock towers. Looks like pretty detailed. More suspension arms and bulkheads and bumpers and stuff like that. This looks like the drive shafts, the cups. Let's see that. Here's the cups and kind of the dog bones. And that's the thing. Then here is like some of the motor mounts and servo horns and then the battery strap. More of the internal components on the inside the chassis. Bumper, antenna tube. Sticker sheet. Yep, and possibly masks as well. Mask off the windows. Nice little. These are great. So you can only have to paint the body one color and then lay all the stickers out, and you have a very detailed model. So that'll be fun. And then of course your manuals and your warranty information and stuff like that. So there's the box. Completely empty out onto the table. Let's see. Try to grab more into the frame there. This is that's the sticker instructions and then the whole manual. So we'll have to flip through that and see how this goes together. So far, first impressions are really good. Here's the chassis. I'll open that up. It's a really nice dark black plastic. It's finished pretty well. So kind of integrated differentials or differential case into the tub. And that'll match up with these parts in here. So we'll have to take a look and really get into this in a future build video. But yeah, that's the unboxing. That's all the stuff you get into the kit, and looking forward to getting hands on and getting a chance to build this. Now we're gonna open up this, which is our radio that we're gonna pair with our Tamiya TT-02 touring car. So open this up. So SLT3 a manual here. We got our receiver, which in this case is a SR 315. Get that out of the bag. Show that a little better. There we go. So that will be our receiver. So here's the radio. It's a foam wheel, nice and smooth and tight, very light. It's no batteries in it yet, but it is fairly light, which is nice. So some switches on the back. Your throttle, assuming throttle rates, steering, your throttle limits, turn it down, and then A and B switch. Dig into the manual a little bit. Foam wheel, doesn't look to be adjustable at all. It's decent. It's nice and large. That's one thing about the Spectrum radios is those wheels are a little bit larger than some of the other brands. But I think the throw on the radio is a lot more throttle compared to the brake. Usually about a 70-30 split on those. So yeah, so that's the radio. The receiver we're going to pair it with, and some general manual stuff, warranty, binding process, which is kind of unique to each different radio company, but you'll have their own little process there. But that's the radio. And then as far as the servo we're going to pair, this is a EcoPower 110S. So it's the high speed version. They also have a high torque, but for a touring car kind of form, you'd rather have the speed. So open it out, get it out of the box if we can. There's a servo, hair and wire coming out of it. It's full length, which is nice. There's just some EcoPower branding on it. Also in the box, you got an assortment of servo horns and also some mounting screws. All different types, a star, a circle, and your normal single horn, dual horn, quad horn. Some mounting spacers that are rubber. And then just some bushings and hardware and kind of stuff that goes mounts the horns to the actual servo. So those are the electronics that we're going to pair with our Tamiya TT-02, and you will see all of that in an upcoming video.
Oh, it lost a wheel already. Fell off. It's broken.